Okay, so if you have a pallet jack that won't hold a load, like it leaks down slowly after you pick it up, I'm going to show you these two problems that you should look for. And it's going to be one of these two things. And I'm not talking about a pallet jack that won't pick up a load. I'm talking about a pallet jack that'll pick up the load and then it leaks down slowly. I mean, sometimes it'll leak down fast. And maybe if it's a real bad leak, maybe that is the problem you should be checking for. But I'm going to show you these two things to look for. So the first thing is on your release valve. Now you look in the side here. This is an Interthor, but many of them use the same jack mechanism. Take out that Allen screw, okay? There's going to be a spring. Spring's going to come out of there, okay? Take the spring out, and then grab a pair of pliers. Be very, very careful. There's a needle, okay? And then there's a seat. Sorry. Okay, there's a seat. All right, now also there's a ball in there too. Don't lose the ball. And while you have this apart, take off your release. There's a pin here. Just punch it out, okay? Then hold on, let me move. And then also, here's your plunger. Here's your plunger that your release pushes on, right? So that's how you release it. But see these two pinholes here? There's a special wrench to take this out, but you don't need that. Wait, all you need. Hold on, let me grab it. All you need is a punch and a hammer. Okay. You're just gonna hammer down, boom, 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 and then hammer up on this one. Sorry, bad angle. And it's just gonna come right out. Okay, and it's just gonna unscrew. And there's not much in there. It's just this, and there's a couple O-rings. That's probably not your problem unless you're getting like oil on the ground, but that's probably not your problem. All you're gonna do is take that out, blow it out with some compressed air. Again, don't lose the ball valve. Or the little ball, there's a ball in between there, don't lose it. But, okay. I'm just gonna grab these two needle and seat, okay? I'm just gonna show you something here. Alright, so look, you get a needle and you get a seat. Now, I already fixed this one, but I'm going to show you how I fixed it. You're going to get some valve grinding compound, okay? You're going to put it on the tip of the needle. You're going to, I don't know, put it in a vise, do whatever you got to do, but you're going to just resurface the tip of that, okay? I know, bad angle. But basically, you're going to have a little ring there probably, and it's not going to be sealing, and that's how the oil's leaking through. It's almost like a carburetor. I don't know if you ever had a carburetor that leaked fuel, and you put a new needle and seat in it, and that fixes it, right? You could also use some 1000 grit sandpaper on the needle to clean it up too. But all right, anyway, then you're going to put that back in, and I'll preface this by saying this wasn't actually the issue on this pallet jack. I'm going to show you the other issue you check for. So I already unscrewed the ram out of there. Okay. Okay, and then look, see that seal on the end there? Let me show you something. All right, I'm going to hold it up to the light. I'll show you how it's bad. Let's see if we can see it. Okay, there you go. Look. Seal's broken. See that? So that's your problem. You gotta get a new seal. And I can read the numbers on it. Can't see it here, but I'll read it. It says 31.5 by 41.5 by 6. And okay, actually you see the crack there. So just go on eBay, go on Google, type it in, and you can order a new one for about $5, $4, whatever. I know there's some like seal kits and stuff for like $50, $70. You don't need any of that. You just need the one that's broken. Here's our new one, okay? And then the other thing, when you go to put the seal in, you got to be careful, because I think someone messed this up when they put this in, and that's how it got broken. But you're gonna put the seal. Sorry. You're gonna put the seal on the ram on the. Or no, I'm sorry. You're gonna reach in. I'll get the light in a second. Okay, you're gonna look in there. I drained all the oil out. You're gonna look in there. You're gonna put the seal in there first. Okay, don't leave it on here and try to shove it in. It's gonna break it. And then you're just gonna make sure it's seated. Okay, make sure it's seated. And then look at here. There's an O-ring. Just make sure that's seated. See, that's off. Make sure that's seated properly before you screw it back on. But that's what actually ended up being the problem here. Now the other thing, sometimes if you overload these, this piece here will crack. Look and see if you get any cracks. You also hear like air when you're pumping the handle. You'll hear air, and that can be an indication of a crack. But sometimes these will crack. This I don't know what it is. It's steel cast iron, but that'll have a big crack in it, and you got to get a new one. But now, I'm just gonna very carefully. So you look in there. Just gonna slide that. Slide it in carefully. Okay. All right. Gently. Don't do it like that. All right. And then all you're gonna do is just screw this back in. And that's gonna fix your problem. Now you fill it back up with oil, and it's gonna work. Now again, this isn't gonna fix a jack that doesn't lift. If it doesn't lift, that's a separate issue, and that's probably your pressure, your little piston here, and that's a different thing. You gotta take the spring off, and there's some O-rings you gotta change in there. But again, if you got one that's leaking down, these are the two issues you're gonna wanna look at. It's either that needle and seat, or in this case, it's the seal. The seal in there is broken. It's cracked. So one of those two things. And another thing that's important, you want, when you take this apart, blow it out with air. Sometimes you get a little piece of dirt, a little piece of debris stuck in between the needle and seat, and that'll make it leak, or you get something stuck in that little ball valve that's in there, and that'll make it leak. So just want to make sure you clean it good, blow it out with compressed air, and then that's it. Put it back together. You're gonna tighten this little set, loosen the set screw, put it in, tighten it back down, fill it back up with oil, and it's gonna work. So that's it. Thanks.